Decomposing and using number bonds. So what are we doing when we decompose units or numbers? That just means that we're breaking down numbers into smaller parts, but the whole still stays the same. So even though we can take a number and break it down, we do it so we can work with smaller numbers and we can make problems easier to solve when we're working with easier numbers. But the whole thing still remains the same. And here's an example. I could have 8 tens, which is really the number 80, but I can break that down into 5 tens, which is really the number 50, plus 3 tens, which is really the number 30. So I could break this down. Because 50 is easier to work with than 80, I can think of it as 5 tens plus 3 more tens to get there. Most of the time you will see people break things down in tens and probably sometimes fives, but those are some easier numbers for you to work with. What is a number bond? Well, a number bond is a picture that shows the relation between numbers. It's very much like a tape diagram, except it's drawn like this. This is a number bond. So if I was going to write inside of this number bond, I would write my whole, which is my 8 tens. And then I would write my parts, which is my 5 tens. And my 3 tens. And all together, these things equal. This part plus this part equals this whole. And so that's how I'm breaking down numbers. So someone gave you 25. You might want to break it up into, I don't know, 2 groups of 10. So 10 plus 10 plus 5, so that you be able to work with easier numbers or smaller numbers so that you can make problems easier for you. You could also break it up into 20 plus 5. But any way you do it, you have to make sure that what you started out with when you're breaking it up, you have the same value or the same amount on the other side. And that is decomposing numbers. It's breaking the numbers down.